A couple of weeks ago, we discussed the casting of several key figures in HBO's upcoming Harry Potter series, including John Lithgow and as Hogwarts Headmaster Albus Dumbledore. Now, while speaking to the London Times last week, the actor revealed that he was not prepared for the resulting public outcries and backlash in response to his participation, given series creator J.K. Rowling's involvement. As Rowling's public transphobic stance and comments in recent years have been the subject of controversy. Elsewhere, David Tennant, who played Barty Crouch in the film, offered his appropriately timed insights on the author while receiving an allyship award at the Britain LGBTQ Awards, saying, "We shouldn't live in a world where that is worth remarking on. I don't wish ill of her. I just wish her to shut up." The lines between the worlds of make-believe and our real one are often blurred, and the decision to separate art from the problematic artist is a complicated and personal one. How are we choosing to approach headlines like these as the series continues to ramp up its production?
It's tough, and it's probably going to get worse as the series casts more and more people and we're getting closer to the release, because you're going to have that group of fans that want to boycott it because of what J.K. Rowling is doing. The John Lithgow of it all, it's surprising that he would say that, because it's like, who doesn't know of this controversy with her right now? So why are you surprised of this backlash? Every time she says something, there's some sort of backlash. It's headlines everywhere. But at the same time, like, this is his job now. And, maybe he's just trying to play nice. The thing is, there are so many people working on this production, that it's hard to separate what she's doing from all the people working on the show. Like, you don't want to not support them because of her. And it's the whole separating the artist from the art. And Harry Potter means so much to so many people, even, minority groups. And it's so frustrating to be a fan of Harry Potter and want to be so excited for this TV show like I am. And to see, like, a TV show can just include so much more than the films can. And it's HBO of all things. So it's like, it's going to be great. And it's so frustrating to have this hatred and negativity kind of lingering over it, because you're afraid to be, like, not afraid to be excited about it, but you hate that you're so excited for it because you don't want to support J.K. Rowling, but you also love Harry Potter and the story it tells. And that's what's so frustrating about what she's doing, because Harry Potter is about, standing up for what's right and not putting down minority groups. And the fact that the author wrote this story and is doing that to this group of people is just mind-boggling. Mm-hmm. In fact, Pedro Pascal just talked about it, and I posted, like, that morning I was listening to a part of Harry Potter. I listened to Harry Potter to sleep. And so it was the key, don't step on the little people. And then this whole J.K. Rowling thing came out. I'm like, I don't understand how you can write this and then do this and say this. It just does not make sense. So it's really frustrating to be, a fan of Harry Potter. And, like, the moment the LGBT community said, like, you're hurting our feelings, but, like, and the trans community specifically said, you're hurting our feelings by saying that, like, we're your fans and you're hurting our feelings, she should have stopped. So the line where it says, David Tennant said, "I just wish her to shut up," 100%. Like, I don't understand why she is dying on this hill when her fans are saying, you're hurting me.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a complicated conversation, like, because it's kind of like, I truly see if people are coming at it from different ways, people who have been fans of it for a long time, who, aren't supporters of J.K. Rowling the person, they have this complicated relationship with it, kind of like you, Sarah Day. Like, it's like and I see both sides. It's like, if somebody told me, I don't really agree with her, so I'm totally writing off Harry Potter, I'm getting the tattoos covered, I'm burning all the movies, I'm done with it. I get it. I mean, I get, like, if that's the route that you take, but if I have a conversation with somebody and they're like, I think I can kind of recapture the magic of it. Like, it's just kind of like, I can separate the art from the artist. I might not agree with her, but it doesn't taint my experience of Harry Potter either. Like I can see that too, you know, and it's just I think like it does come down to kind of a personal decision, I think, for everybody. Like I think it's just for some people, there's going to be some people in a camp that are just like, this just isn't something that's going to affect my, like, it's just not something that's going to affect my viewing experience at all. And John Lithgow kind of said that, you know, like it was just kind of like I'm just making this show. And I think there's going to be a lot of people who are in that camp. Like, it's just like, okay, like I know that she has her own personal beliefs, but I just don't care about that. And then you're going to have a section of people that are like, I can't watch the show because I just completely disagree with everything she says. And I feel like if I'm supporting the show, I'm supporting her. And then there's going to be a faction of people that are like probably somewhere in the middle where it's like they're not crazy about what J.K. Rowling is kind of doing in politics, but at the same time they're kind of like they really like Harry Potter and they just want to be excited about the show and they see it as escapism and it's just like something they want to do. And I think like on some level it's like all these are kind of valid, I think, like because it's just kind of like you kind of have to make that decision yourself a little bit. I don't think any of us are going to tell you like this is here's your playbook for the Harry Potter series, you know, like here's what you should do about it. Because I think, you know, at the end of the day, it's like it's going to be one of those things you're going to have to decide for yourself, I think, a little bit. Like I try to think of like a similar situation for me, like because I'm trying to think because like I like Harry Potter, but I'm not like a huge Harry Potter guy, so it's like, you know, it's kind of hard for me to relate to separating the art from the artist. So I was trying to think of like an example of this for myself that I could relate to. And the example that I came up with was Ryan Adams. Like I used to love Ryan Adams. Like his music was some of the music that I listened to all the time. I listened to growing up, like just like all through college, like love Ryan Adams. Well, then he got into some serious stuff, you know, like I don't want to get into it, but like he was married to Mandy Moore and it was like very bad. And it was just like, he did a lot of terrible things, to not just her, but like to all kinds of people. And like, I just don't listen to his music anymore just because it's just like, it just feels wrong. Like if I listen to his music, it just feels wrong. Cause it's just like, that's all I can think about. Like I can't think about like the song. It's like, I have to think about this. And it's just so, it sucks, you know, because it's like you want to like the thing that you always liked, but then you're like, well, but this is just kind of became a line in the sand. So from that perspective, it's like I can totally understand somebody just feeling like I can't do it with Harry Potter. But at the same time, like I think I can totally understand people at the same breath that are like they just want to like Harry Potter and it's hard, but they can separate those two things. So I know I didn't accomplish anything in this conversation I just had with you. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's like I don't think I have to. Like I think it's just kind of like it is a discussion. It is an ongoing discussion, and I think it's everybody's probably kind of trying to figure it out at the same time.
And it's just not black and white. Like there's people like me grew up with Harry Potter, and like you said, it's escapism, and like so that has been our escape for 25 plus years, and so it's hard to break off from that, no matter how much you disagree or might like disrespect, hate, whatever word you want to use, the author. It's just not black and white. There's a lot of gray, and like you said, it just needs to be a personal decision, and you shouldn't hold that decision, whatever it may be, against like your friends.
Yeah. The wound is raw with the UK Supreme Court ruling from the previous week where they ruled against trans women. And so that's why the conversation is once again resurged. And every time she does something and contributes to something, it's going to, like you said, Sarah Day. And I think you two have really you've hit all the nails on the head. And I'll just draw back to like, this was material that, articles have been written, academic articles about how the Harry Potter series influenced a generation of readers, and a generation was taught about bias and bigotry and how they're wrong. And then here's this person putting those things into action, and it just feels monstrous. And so it is just so hard. And, you know, I think I can say for all of us that we see that, and we see all of you who are struggling with it. And it's just such a challenging and awful thing to have to even think about going through.
Yeah. One thing that I've had to think about as a podcast creator, when the Fantastic Beasts movies were coming out, we were like, oh, those would be fun. We could watch the whole Harry Potter series on Bingers Assemble, and we could do the whole thing. And we had trans pandas reach out to us and be like, I heard y'all mention you might do that. Like, I would really like it if you didn't. Like, it really would be hurtful to me if you did that. And like, it sucks. It really sucks. Because like, it's like you want to create, you want to engage with the art of the thing you love. But I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to.
Exactly.
Help.
And I'm like, that's the key, is like, they came to you and said that would hurt our feelings and you didn't do it. And it's like, I don't understand how it's just baffling that this is not affecting her. Like, these people are coming to her saying, you're hurting me. And she just does not care. She amplifies it.
Well, there's an arrogance there.
It's just like, I just don't understand it. Like you said, the bigotry that she wrote, like, obviously I'm emotional about this one.
It's tough. The line I've always used
tough.
when I talk about like musicians that I'm like, oh, is it okay to still listen to this? Is it not? Is the way I've always thought about it is, I can separate the art from the artist. That's fine. But supporting the artist is different. If they're actively using their power to do evil things, or things that I highly disagree with, like I generally say that I can't support that art, you know? And so like Michael Jackson, he's dead. Like, I'm not, like, me listening to Michael Jackson's not gonna hurt. It's not actively supporting someone who's gonna go on harming people. But like, there's other artists that are not dead that have done things that I'm like, I don't really want to support that. And, and so in this case specifically, like, it's really hard for me to say I'll even want to watch this, because she's not only alive, but she's like really active in the politics, and like money that goes into her pocket goes to fund things that I will highly disagree with. And it's tough. It's a tough one. And the series sounds really fun. Like I've said over and over, like the Nick Frost casting, the John Lithgow casting, like I love those, and I'm really I think they're going to be great. And my niece has not seen the movies, and she's only read the book. She just finished reading the books like 2 months ago. She's reading Cursed Child right now.
You don't need to read Cursed Child.
I don't know.
It's like
I don't know.
extended universe. Give it the extended universe treatment.
Totally.
Didn't happen.
But she just finished all the books, and so like this show, if we don't watch the movies, this could be her first Harry Potter watch. You know, it could be really cool for her. And I'm assuming it's going to be a lot more truthful and more expansive, and closer to the books, because they've got more time to do more things. But it sucks to have to make the decision. I wish there was a way to like get her off of the
I know.
get the rights away from her or whatever.
Well,
so
and it's going to be interesting too, because it is HBO, you know, and it's not like they're stay away from the like civil rights type stuff, you know. So it'll be interesting to see if they quote make it woke or not, because she's attached to it, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Yeah, for sure.
I think transparency is key here too. Like, you know, from our perspective, it's like we're pretty transparent about, you know, what we think, and we're not going to be people who are going to, you know, argue in the comments with people. It's just kind of like, it's just kind of whatever. It's just like, this is just kind of where we're at with it. I mean, it's pretty morally gray territory, and there's a lot of you know, I think that overall, like, I think fans do want like inclusive, reflective media experiences today. I think that's been proven. I mean, I know, you know, you have your subset of population that's like, don't make it woke or whatever, but like, I think you're the minority in that. It's like, to say, like, I think when you try to brand it with that, what you're really saying is like, you're kind of going against where media is going, which is that it is more inclusive and it is more reflective, and it's just, that's the way media is going. And I think most people want that. So there is a, you know, again, there's kind of like from us, we're pretty transparent. Like, we're pretty open about, you know, kind of where we're at and what we think, and we're open to multiple perspectives. And if one of us on the show was like, I don't want to watch it, and another one was like, I do, we would have zero problems with that. You know, same with anybody else that listens too. It's like, it's just kind of, again, it's kind of in the middle, and it's just, I think it just has to be informed by who you are and your own life experiences on how you want to, you know, react to this thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's rough. I think that, like, there's a strain of politics right now that is trying to, like, I just say it. Elon Musk tweeted a few weeks ago and said that, like, empathy was the, like, problem in Western culture. I forget the word he said. It's like, it's the glitch in the Western culture. The empathy was their problem. And it's like, ugh. Yeah, right. Like, that's so dark. And basically it's just like, no, like, you should just serve capitalism and the free market will solve it all. You don't need empathy. It's like, no, that is the problem. Mm-hmm. Like, that is the problem. That is the whole problem with that political project, and that is the problem here, is a lack of empathy. And
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series finale.
Yeah. I just think that
you know.
the reason good art is mostly made by people who are I forget the words you used, Jay, but inclusive and reflective about things, is because that art is what brings empathy to our hearts. It's what exposes us to other types of people. The Harry Potter books themselves expose us to different types of people. And sorry, I get emotional. The house elves and stuff. Like, we're dealing with these, like, things about oppression and like kind of complex questions about it and, like, all this stuff, and, like, but then fucking have it in your real life. Mm-hmm. Like, have it in the world. Have empathy for all types of people. Yeah. And so anyway, that's that.
An ongoing conversation, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be. You just watched a clip from Multiverse News. If you liked it, go to our channel. We got a whole episode that it comes from. So go check that out and hit the like and subscribe. And we got lots of clips you'll enjoy, but also full hour-long episodes of Multiverse News with lots of things that don't even make it to clips. So check us out.
You stay clippy.